Офигеть.
Russian forces have suffered 7,905 soldiers killed, 12,220 injured, and 717 captured during almost 3 months of the Kursk incursion, Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrski said. Over the same period, Moscow's military also lost 1,101 pieces of equipment, including 54 tanks, 276 armored vehicles, 107 artillery pieces and mortars, and 5 anti-aircraft weapons, according to the commander. Ukraine launched its cross-border incursion in early August to prevent Russian cross-border strikes and draw Russian forces away from the embattled Donbas region, where Moscow keeps steadily advancing. According to Syrski, Russia has already concentrated 45,000 troops in Kursk Oblast to counter the ongoing Ukrainian incursion. Moscow has also deployed thousands of North Korean troops in the embattled region, with some reportedly already clashing with Ukraine in small-scale engagements. The Kursk incursion was also intended to preempt a Russian plan to invade Sumy Oblast to create a buffer zone in northern Ukraine, Syrski said, citing intelligence reports from May. Russia has been mounting pressure against the Ukrainian salient in Kursk Oblast, while also advancing in Ukraine's east at a pace unseen in 2024, steadily pushing back Ukrainian defenders. Russian media report a drone attack on Kaspiysk in Russian Dagestan. Several flights have been delayed in the local airport. Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian territory are set to continue, but the arrival of Ukraine's new cruise missiles could be a game-changer, hitting deeper and with greater precision than ever before. Russian troops made 2 more attempts to attack 2 battalions of a Ukrainian 46 Airmobile Brigade in the area of defense. 2 convoys were approaching them in turn. 1 tank, 5 infantry fighting vehicles, 1 AFV-23-4 Shilka, and 1 tank and 6 infantry fighting vehicles respectively. A total of 14 units. Accurate fire from artillery and FPV drones destroyed 8 units, 1 tank and 7 boxes. Unfortunately, after being damaged, 4 Bekas, a tank and a Shilka, managed to roll back to their starting positions to lick their wounds. Coordination between drones and artillery is crucial on the battlefield. Drones provide real-time intel, spotting enemy positions and guiding artillery strikes with precision. This synergy enables forces to hit targets accurately, conserve ammunition, and respond swiftly to shifting battle conditions. In modern warfare, this combination gives a decisive edge. Beijing's massive provision of dual-use goods, as well as diplomatic and economic support, allow Russia to continue its war against Ukraine, the chief of Australia's intelligence agency said. Beijing's support is killing innocent Ukrainians just as surely as if they were providing artillery ammunition and missiles. Andrew Shearer, the chief of the Office of National Intelligence, said at a conference in Canberra. Despite claiming neutrality, China has been the leading source of dual-use goods, feeding Russia's defense industry and supporting Moscow against Western sanctions. This is a profoundly troubling strategic development, and we are all grappling to catch up with it and put in place effective measures. But I think this is one of the strategic challenges of our time, Shearer said. Chinese companies have been sanctioned by the US for producing drones used in Russia's war. Various countries have accused China of aiding Russia by providing machine tools, weapons technology, satellite imagery, semiconductors, and other dual-use technologies. President Volodymyr Zelensky said that intelligence data indicates that China is actively helping Russia drag out this war. Russia's war is also receiving support from Iran in the form of drones and missiles, while North Korea has dispatched over 10,000 soldiers to join the war against Ukraine. Russian soldiers mistook their own Skat 350 for a Ukrainian drone, destroyed it, and then happily took photos with it as a trophy. Clowns. Build analyst Julian Rupka notes that the Ukrainian armed forces are threatened by a cauldron in Donetsk region. The Russians have come from the northeast to the shores of the Kurakivsky Reservoir in Donetsk region. At the same time, the occupiers are advancing towards it from the direction of Vuhledar. According to the analyst, if the Ukrainian armed forces do not retreat, they face the threat of being caught in a cauldron around the town of Kharkov. Since Ukraine lacks reserves and a second line of defense in the area, the Russian advance remains at about 2 kilometers per day. This creates the threat of another cauldron, the statement said. The 100th Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine has received M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles. The brigade's press service released the photos. It is reported that the infantry fighting vehicles have been put into service with the 1st Mechanized Battalion. The enemy's knees tremble when the Steel 100 units go into action, the statement reads. Photos suggest that the brigade received the standard M2A2 Bradley ODSSA model, equipped with the usual BRAT Bradley Reactive Armor Tiles protection package. Externally, the M2A2 ODS-SA can be distinguished from older versions by the driver's camera in the front of the IFV's hull. It is worth noting that the M2A3 has the same camera. However, the Ukrainian IFVs do not have the latest commander's sight, which indicates that the US is supplying the M2A2 ODSSA. They include a comprehensive digitalization of the combat vehicle and fire control, and the ability to integrate into a single information network of an armored group. The M2A2 ODS-SA weighs 34 tons. The vehicle is powered by a 600 horsepower engine and can reach speeds of up to 61 kilometers per hour. The armored personnel carrier is capable of passing through trenches up to 2.5 meter wide and overcoming obstacles up to 0.9 meter high. Militarny recently reported that an enemy FPV drone flew into the Bradley during an assault operation, but the combat vehicle was saved by an anti-drone grill, which trapped the incoming drone. A rocket then struck the front of the IFV, but the combat vehicle withstood and continued moving. Ukraine and Bulgaria are negotiating to transfer excess nuclear equipment from Bulgaria's Belin nuclear power plant to Ukraine's Khmelnytsky nuclear power plant, enabling completion of reactors 3 and 4. This move, facilitated by Energoatom and Western partners, aims to boost Ukraine's energy capacity and reduce dependence on Russia's Rosatom.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.